Hillary Clinton's lead over Sanders and moves her closer than ever before to the Democratic nomination. I'm Steve Futterman, live at Clinton headquarters in Philadelphia. Now with more CBS News, here's Jim Taylor.
It's called collateral damage.
After tens of thousands of airstrikes in Iraq and Syria, the U.S. military says there have been just over 40 civilian casualties, but admits
this is a very congested environment we fight in, and we do everything we possibly can.
Major General Peter Gersten says the U.S. will now release civilian casualty investigations immediately rather than periodically.
Both the investigations that are seen as investigated as validated, and those that are not.
The Pentagon insists this is the most precise air campaign in the history of warfare. Cammie McCormick, CBS News, Washington.
The old executive building, right next to the White House. So when something strange happens, like a report of something jumping the fence, people get involved. CBS's Craig Boswell.
It must have been a minute to a minute and a half, if that long, before everything was wrapped up. You could see people begin to come out of the old executive office building just to kind of get a look. But Secret Service saying they got him, and pretty much wrapping up the situation.
White House locked down for a brief time. The suspect allegedly running from a robbery. He was arrested. Torrential rain, hail the size of baseballs. Possibility of tornadoes forecast tonight for the southern plains states from the Midwest to the Northeast. WBZ TV meteorologist Eric Fisher.
Up and down the plains, right in Tornado Alley. This is where we have tornado watches out, meaning that tornadoes are very much possible, perhaps even some long-track violent tornadoes.
Again, repeating our top story, a Donald Trump sweep on the 5 primaries today. This is CBS News.
In business, risks and rewards come with every decision, like moving to the cloud with Office 365. While its benefits include anywhere access and lower costs, cyber threats and user errors can quickly wipe out data and the money you save. Barracuda Essentials for Office 365 provide an added layer of security and functionality for threat protection, email migration, data recovery, and quality of service. Move securely to Office 365. Visit barracuda.com/essentials to learn more.
If you have hard water, the lime scale not only leaves white spots, it clogs pipes and breaks down appliances, costing you hundreds of dollars in energy and wear. Eliminate lime scale and other water issues like brown staining, bad odors, and lead with HydroCare water products available from Wave Home Solutions. Wave's affordable systems don't use salts or chemicals. You'll love the way your water tastes, smells, and looks. Satisfaction guaranteed. For more information, go to goodclearwater.com. That's goodclearwater.com.
It's another hit for the San Francisco Police Department. Released today, racist, homophobic text messages allegedly from within the department. KCBS reporter Doug Sovereign.
Public defender Jeff Adachi released the text messages from an Asian American officer who has since resigned, peppered with racial slurs and calling African Americans wild animals and Indian Americans disgusting.
San Francisco has a Ferguson problem.
Police Chief Greg Suhr calls the offensive messages reprehensible.
It literally makes me sick to my stomach.
He says 3 of the 4 cops involved have quit. The 4th faces a termination hearing. Doug Sovereign, CBS News, San Francisco.
Well, they have been officially named now, the 2 baby bald eagles at the U.S. National Arboretum in Washington. The American Eagle Foundation says more than 36,000 people voted on 5 different name pairings selected on the Friends of the National Arboretum Facebook page. The winning names for the baby birds, Freedom and Liberty. I'm Jim Taylor, CBS News.
Are you hiring but not sure where to find the best candidates? As a business owner, I can tell you that your company is only as good as the people you hire. I can also tell you that posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. But when you're short-staffed, there's no time to deal with the dozens of different job sites. Until now, thanks to ZipRecruiter.com, I can post to 100-plus job sites with one single click and be instantly matched to candidates from over 6 million resumes. Just post once, and within 24 hours, watch your candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. ZipRecruiter has been used by over 400,000 businesses, and you can try it right now for free. Getting the right people for your company is so important. Try ZipRecruiter and get your perfect candidate before they go to somebody else. Today, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/talk. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talk. Again, ZipRecruiter.com/talk.
Good
Good evening, you're listening to AM 1080 KSCO Santa Cruz and 104.1 FM and KSCO.com. It's now about 6 minutes past 7 p.m. I'm Chris Spencer with your weather and traffic updates for tonight. Let's see, mostly clear out or cloudy out there, low around 51. For tomorrow, a slight chance of showers, then a chance of thunderstorms after 11 a.m. Some storms could produce small hail, mostly cloudy, low around or high around 62 degrees. And on Wednesday night, a 20% chance of showers before 11 p.m. Partly cloudy, low around 50. Monterey Bay boaters forecast for tonight. Small craft advisory in effect until 9 p.m. this evening. And then northwest winds 15 to 25 knots, decreasing to 5 to 15 knots after midnight. Wind waves 3 to 5 feet with a northwest swell 6 to 8 feet at 12 seconds. Quick look at the traffic this evening. Traffic hazard near Chanticleer Avenue and Bromer Street. Looks like a vehicle is partially in the turn lane there. And also a traffic collision, State Road 68 near the LG in the Monterey area. And a traffic collision near US 101 North at Market Street northbound in the Monterey area. 61 degrees here at KSCO. Up next, Off the Lip Radio Show.
Opinions expressed in the following sponsored program are not necessarily those of KSCO Radio, its staff, management, or advertisers. If something is said with which you disagree, please call us during the program in order to help us balance comments.
Good evening and welcome to Off the Lip, the show about surfing and skateboarding. If you'd like to join the show tonight, give us a call at 831-479-1080. That's 831-479-1080. And now, here are your hosts for tonight's program, Neil Perlberg and Terry Campion.
Good evening and welcome to the Off the Lip radio show broadcasting from Santa Cruz, California. Tonight we have the first Off the Lip radio show debate. Numero uno. We are debating tonight the project called the Capitola Skate Park. It has been tested very heavily down in Capitola, which is a little small village down here in squeezed between Santa Cruz and Aptos, if you're listening from afar. And it has been a very hotly contested situation over the last few years. And tonight I invited in the proponents and the opponents of said dispute. So we talk about it on the air, and maybe we can get to some headway and come to some kind of result at the end of the show. So in studio tonight for the opponents of the skate park, the Capitola Skate Park, is Mr. Richard Lippy and Lisa Steingroup, who is, they both live in Capitola and are very close to where the skate park is presented and will be supposedly built at. And the proponents of the skate park in Capitola are Marie Martorella, along with Tricia Martorella Proctor, and Mr. Richard Novak, who is kindly putting up the funds for the entire project. So it's not costing anybody any money, the taxpayer money, the city of Capitola any money. It is being put up by, the money being put up for this projected skate park by Mr. Richard Novak. So I'm going to start with Mr. Lippy, who I met last week, a very nice man. And I'm going to start with you, sir, because the skate park, a lot of kids I hear, a lot of people want the skate park. You don't want it. What can you start off with giving the main reason why you don't wish to have the skate park there?
Okay, Neil, thank you very much. It's a privilege being here, and I would like to say I am not against a skate park. I formed an organization protecting our public parks, and I've been tracking this with an internet site.
What's that site called? Because people at home right now maybe can go to that site and get an idea of what you were...
Well, it's officially protecting our public parks, but it's easy to find by Googling POP, P-O-P-P in Capitola, or Capitola POP. But our situation is that the neighbors in general have felt like we're left out of the loop here, and I myself would like to be a participant in this project, and we have numerous organizations that are left out of the loop. We have concerns about the educational impact. We have concerns about saving the trees, and in general, we'd like to be convinced that the skate park that is being proposed is the one that was directed to be submitted back in 2012.
Can you hand the microphone to Lisa here? And Lisa, is that something you wish to bring up that's maybe different to what Richard said, because you are against the skate park? So
well, I am against the location. It's the location. 95% of the residents that adjacently surround the location are concerned with the noise. And there has been sound studies, but they're really substantially inadequate as to what the noise will be. And we just think there's neighborhoods. Skate parks don't belong in neighborhoods. They belong in places like McGregor, where there is a Capitola skate park, 7/10 of a mile from the proposed one, and where kids can be as noisy as they want.
Aren't there skate parks? I mean, I just driving around town. Aren't there skate parks in neighborhoods? Like there's one up here in Felt, I know. And
there's one in Jose, and if you talk to a lot of the residents around there, some of them have moved because it's noisy. It's not the kids that are bad, it's the device. It's a noisy sport, and that's just the nature of the sport.
So when we met, Richard, you talked about the certain devices. You call it device being the skateboard, correct?
Right. The short board or trick board.
Okay. Yeah. So that device is the problem.
Well, I think from a noise standpoint, that particular device generates a lot of noise. So it's no fault of the skateboarders that when they're doing their tricks, it's gonna generate noise.
Is that issue number one? Is noise? Or what's issue number one for you, Richard? You have a very extensive website that I've been through, very extensive. And by the way, great job on that. But what is your main issue against the skate park?
Well, I'm not against the skate park, again, and as Lisa was pointing out, the location for that particular design, that location for that particular design doesn't seem to fit in with the neighborhood. We are a noise-sensitive neighborhood. We do have the SoCal Union School District offices right there. We do have New Brighton Middle School. We would just like to be assured that the activities at the skate park will not have a dramatic impact on the noise-sensitive neighborhood, which includes the school district and New Brighton Middle School.
Tricia, could you interject about that and talk about that a little bit? About they're here with their concerns. Can you address their concerns at all?
Well, we've been going through the planning process, which required us to do an EIR, several noise studies, environmental impact report.
All right.
We've gone through the experts. The city hired the experts to do these reports and these studies for us.
Do we have results on those studies?
We do.
Okay, what do they say?
Little to no impact. And they have solutions.
Okay.
There are solutions that we could do to fix this.
Which are?
Well, they're talking about a sound wall, right? But we went to planning, and planning suggested that we wait 6 months till after the skate park goes in. See what happens. See if the noise impact is what is being assumed. There's a lot of assumptions surrounding this project. And we tried to work with the few neighbors that are opposing it. We tried to have community meetings, but we were attacked from day one, and that was the problem. We wanted to include them, especially Mr. Lippy. He actually sent an email saying, I want to be involved, I want to help. I have construction background. We tried to include him, and it went downhill from there.
And Marie?
Yeah, I was actually just going to say, it concerns me a little bit when I hear things like, the noise study was inadequate. Because that's basically an attack on the city and the people that they hired to do the reporting. But yeah, we have definitely been very, we have felt all along we've been very upfront and transparent in what we're trying to do and to try to get involvement.
Can you address that, Mr. Lippy? They've done an environmental impact report that's been done on it, and they said the sound is going to be fine. Do you find that to be incorrect? Do you find that what the conclusion of the city of Capitola is actually incorrect in your mind?
Well, one of the findings, if I can quote it word for word, is that there will be a permanent increase of noise of 5 to 7 decibels. Now that doesn't sound like much, but the human perception of noise tells us that at 10 decibels we perceive that as being a doubling of the noise. So 5 to 7 decibels is a significant, like a 50 to 70% permanent noise increase. It's for in perpetuity. And we looked at the sound study, and there were 3 sound monitoring devices that were placed at the park. 2 of them were placed adjacent to barking dogs, and they say in the EIR that they specifically would not put them next to barking dogs because that raises the ambient benchmark. So there's some significant flaws in the EIR, and we just asked for an answer along with the SoCal School District, and we're not getting an answer.
Okay. Did you approach the city about the flaws?
In writing, we have several documents. I think the last surge of documents was 133 pages from about 33 people.
Okay. You're listening to the Off the Lip Radio Show here tonight, right here on KSCO. We're also live streaming on SantaCruzWaves.com, and you can also listen in at KSCO.com or FM 104.1. This portion of the show is brought to you by Santa Cruz Mountain Brewing, who's going to be selling beer at the Felton Farmers Market starting 1 week from today. Crowlers, cans, bottles, creamer house, pickled vegetables, and hot sauces and ported cheese, and free. Rich, I know we like free, don't we, Rich? We love free. Free strawberry shortcake. Boardwalk beers and horchata pale ale coming soon. Check that out at the Santa Cruz Mountain Brewing Company. This is Neil here. TC's off tonight. We'll be right back with a very short break. Stay tuned for more of the Capitola Skate Park debate. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Tim Loslot again, head golf professional at De La Viega Golf Course. This advertisement is brought to you by De La Viega Golf Shop in Ocean 76. Has El Nino dampened your spirits to play more golf this year? Don't let it. De La Viega Golf Course is the only golf course in Santa Cruz County that offers short rounds. During breaks between our much-needed rain, come out and enjoy our short round options. Sign up for 3 holes, 6 holes, or 12 holes. This offer is available all year long. And don't forget to take advantage of De La Viega Golf Shop's new partner, Ocean 76, in Santa Cruz. Purchase $10 or more of gas or any other item and receive a coupon for 2-for-1 offers on a large bucket of range balls at De La Viega Driving Range. And make sure to visit us on the web at delaviegagolf.com. That's delaviegagolf.com.
You can choose from many local tattoo shops. This is why you should select the new standard for tattoos in Santa Cruz, found only at Good Omen Tattoo. With over 40 years combined tattoo experience, owners Tim and Aaron operate the first totally disposable shop in Santa Cruz. Absolutely no re-sterilization of equipment of any kind. Need to see first-class reviews before you choose? Check out their 5-star rating on Yelp. Stop by today. Good Omen Tattoo, located at 1025 Water Street in Santa Cruz. Or go to their website for all their contact info and social media details. GoodOmenTattoo.com.
Hey, this is Indra from Serve City Sandwich. We offer the finest handcrafted sandwiches in the county, with unique and interesting flavor combinations sure to satisfy. Our motto, go fresh or go home, means we take the quality of our food very seriously. Fresh, local bread and produce is delivered to us each day, so you can be sure you are eating the best tasting and best for you food around. We also have a micro tap room with many local beers and wines. Happy hour is back Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 with $4 pints, barnacles, chowder, and grilled cheese. Located at the north end of 41st Avenue in the SoCal Tower Plaza. Call us for takeout at 346-6952 and check out our website at surfcitysandwich.com.
And we are back with the Off Air Radio Show right here with KSCO. We're here with the Capitola, round 2 of the Capitola debate. Love that bell. And in studio tonight, I'm going to go defer to Mr. Novak, who's sitting very quietly in the corner. Mr. Novak is the president of NHS, a well-known company here in Santa Cruz. Mr. Santa Cruz here, and I just wanted to ask him a couple of questions about you are putting the money up for this little project, and why are you being so generous with your funds?
I'm putting the money up, and I'm probably booked as crazy.
Why are you
on that part? No, I'm putting it up because I've been around. I've been involved with skateboarding since the 1970s. Right. I've been involved in trying to get a skate park built with Mick Roth since I think the late 70s.
Is that in Capitola?
That's in Capitola. Okay. And we started to do one in 2012. And it was, you need about 10,000 feet to have a nice park, and it got slammed down by the city, so we downsized it to 6,000 feet. So from that point on, Tricia and Marie kind of picked up the ball and made a run with it. The kids need a safe place to skateboard, period. They just need a safe place to skateboard. And I was at a party before I came here, and I had a lady, Laura Walters, who has 2 teenage kids. And she would have...
She's been on my show. She's a fireman.
No, she's a lawyer.
Oh, I know. Okay, that's Laura Walters. I know her.
Yeah, and she was like telling me how, that something like this is really needed in a neighborhood, in a community. So if I get hit by this all the time of people wanting to do something. So you have a baseball field, a soccer field, a middle school, and 2 churches. I mean, what better place to box that thing in the middle of it? Are you guys perturbed by baseball games, people yelling and screaming? Soccer games, people yelling and screaming? Middle school kids at recess, or church bells every Sunday that wake me up on Depot Hill? I mean, which one of those, the skate guys are the ones that really bother you, or I don't know.
The noise of the skate park.
Okay, I was raised across the river from Shadowbrook, and every morning at 1 o'clock, some drunk would get up on the hill and announce that he's drunk. My parents bought that house in the 1940s, and that's where we were raised. I dealt with it. I had to deal with it because it was part of the community. There was nothing. I complained. I figured out that when the noise got too great or the lights got too great, I went over and talked to the people, and they cut it down. Today, me and Mike Clark are actually really good friends from that. But I couldn't do anything about Shadowbrook. My parents couldn't do anything about Shadowbrook. But my grandfather used to land his biplane where your house is. You guys are from the valley to me. I go back that far. I picked up rocks in that park when I was going to that school. I was the first class to go to that school. So that's why I'm doing the skate park.
Question, Rich. There's a skate park built up the street there by the freeway. Is there a partnership between the one that you wanted to get built and that one there? Who built that one up there? Why is it there? Why do they need to have another skate park in?
Well, that's a piece of property that's up for sale. Okay. And if it gets sold, they're going to probably put a hotel or something there. They've been trying to do that for many years. My belief, it was just a to-do list on the city council. Sorry, I think his name was, that wanted to get something in before he left. Okay. It's if you talk to people you talk to police, you talk to people that do parks, any park close to a freeway turnoff, that close to a freeway turnoff, is just a welcome mat for trouble. And you can already see the graffiti going down on it. They've had to paint it up about 2 or 3 times. They changed Ramsey Park to put it on Freedom Boulevard because of the same reason. That's why the site that has been selected is an ideal site for it.
Okay. On the phone right now, we have Laurie from Capitola who wants to join in the conversation. Hey, Laurie, how's it going? Laurie, you there?
Hello?
Hello, Laurie. Hi. Speak.
Hello.
Yes, speak. Or forever hold your peace.
Hello?
Yes, hi. Can you hear us? Are you there?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What can we help you with? Are you joining the debate?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. In what way?
I'm very concerned that, our kids here are the luckiest kids on the planet. They have the beach, they have the mountain, they can ride their bikes to school, but nobody's thinking about the group of children, the special ed kids who use the space where they want to put this park. Every hour, children from the special ed classes, 3 special ed classes, use that space. They use it as a respite, This morning, a handful of the children were there when I walked through there this morning.
Okay.
These are children with Down syndrome, with sensory issues, and they're going to pull out the space that they use, literally the shady grove that they use. They're going to pull it out and put it in a skate park.
Okay.
And why, I have a totally normal kid, but I'm more concerned about these kids. This is their sanctuary.
All right.
And why everybody's so concerned about the rest of the kids in the neighborhood who can go surfing before class and skateboard or mountain bike after school, and nobody's giving any consideration to these children.
Okay, Lori, thank you for calling. Really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks.
Okay, so that was Lori. Her concern is with those kids that are less fortunate. Can you guys address that, please? Is that something you can do?
Oh, I definitely understand what Lori's saying, and and we sympathize with that. And actually, we've been directed from city staff to relocate the skate park in a different location within the park, and so we're trying to work and get those new plans drawn up to go out for public review so everyone to look at. So those children more than likely will still have that grove and that area.
I think some of the kids also, maybe I'm wrong, and some of the kids will enjoy watching those kids skating. I don't know, but as long as you guys have that, I think it's important for those kids to have a spot for them.
Absolutely, yes. We're definitely didn't go into this trying to take away any sort of green grass area from those children.
All right, actually, Neil, there's a lot of kids that have disabilities, like got their legs, no legs, that skateboard. Yeah, there's a lot of kids that are out there skating in these type of parks because they're very gentle parks. There's one kid is he in Texas? Is a pro?
Yeah,
he's a pro skater. There's a couple kids in San Jose that do the San Jose skate park.
Well, Christian Otter Bailey was here a couple of shows ago, and he's he has no feeling from the legs from the waist down, and he's wheelchair skating in the skate park.
Right. I mean,
truly remarkable. But I do also want to let people know who are out there tonight want to chime in on the Capitola Skate Park debate. 831-479-1080. I love that bell. 831-479-1080. On the phone line we have Greg from Capitola. Greg, what should we do about a skate park in Capitola? Can you let me know?
Yeah, I'm an old skater. I grew up in Southern California. My brothers and I, we invented skateboards down there in the 60s.
Okay.
And
you invented them?
We helped invent them.
Okay. What's your last name, Greg?
I won't go give my last name.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought I wanted to see a skateboard there at the Capitola.
Okay.
And I decided that a better place would be Jade Street. I don't know why we didn't go to Jade Street right away.
Okay.
Jade Street's a really good place, a lot of room, not close to any people's homes. I looked over the space; it's too close to people.
Okay, we'll find out about. I'm going to ask the guys about. I'm going to ask Mr. Lippy about
Jade Street. Other thing I heard somebody say is those parking lots they build, those could be reconfigured, and why shouldn't the kids build their own ramps and stuff and rearrange them when they feel like it?
All right. Thanks for calling, Greg.
Why don't the kids get involved, and why are the parents arguing when the kids could be doing it themselves and having fun right now?
Thanks for calling, Greg. Appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Lippy, what do you think about Jade Street Park? Is it something that you a different location altogether would suit you?
Well,
because you do want a skate park. I've learned tonight that you do actually want a skate park, but should it be somewhere else?
I'm just saying I'm not opposed to a skate park. We've got a skate park going in at McGregor Park, and like we were told by the superintendent after interviewing the entire PE staff at New Brighton Middle School, they would like to see McGregor Park in operation for a year before any decisions are made about a second public skate park. And there's a lot of people who support POP who think the same thing. And I'd like to say something about this project in general. It seems to be a moving target. And what I mean is that elements are being added to it, and the dimensions are changing and the location is changing. I just heard tonight that there's a possibility that the heritage eucalyptus grove will not be taken out, but on March 31st, the Planning Commission indicated that it probably would have to come out to move the skate park. But with all these unknowns, I'm really frustrated trying to figure out, trying to hit this target, trying to figure out what's going on.
Can I mention something about eucalyptus trees? I had 2 of them removed from my house. You know why I had them removed from my house?
Go ahead.
They're poisonous and toxic. They are. That's my dog collar. The dog that I have has got a collar on it that's made from eucalyptus trees.
You know, that's an interesting comment because I researched that, and it turns out there's a long list of common plants and trees that can be considered poisonous, like the apple tree and the cherry tree. But it's also interesting that the koala lives off of the eucalyptus tree.
Koala bear?
The koala bear, right?
I know, that's interesting.
No, well, but they've developed a tolerance.
I haven't seen too many koala bears up
But the point is, the point is, we're talking about a eucalyptus grove that's 80 feet wide, 100 feet long, 115 feet tall, provides 80% of the shade out to the park, and I'm happy to hear that there's a consideration that they're going to save it because that is a big feature in that park.
Okay, let's find out if they're going to save it. Tricia, what's going on with the trees?
I just have to say though, the tree removal was never part of our project. We never wanted to remove those trees.
Okay.
If those trees are removed, that is direction from the city, you know. And I know that you're aware that they've asked us to move the park up. Alternative A in the EIR.
Okay, if you're going to speak, Marina, you're going to be on the microphone.
But anyhow, so if those trees can stay, that would be wonderful. If that mound can stay, that's great. We understand that the PE staff, you know, I mean, I've gone to school with Ashley, who is head of the PE department there at New Brighton, and I've talked to him extensively about this. And they just use that mound from time to time. You know, I don't think they're so disgusted as it's been mentioned over and over again.
Okay. All right, on the phone right now we have Terry from Capitola. Terry, hi. Thanks for calling the Authentic Radio Show.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, listen, I was a middle school teacher for 18 years.
Where?
And I know middle school kids.
Right.
And I know that when you're teaching a class of middle school kids, there's an actual time when all the kids are all on the same wavelength, and it's a really good time for learning. And all it takes is some big distraction to completely blow that for the rest of the period, wasting it.
Okay.
And I've been over to, I live near the park, and I've been over there, and either of the two sites, the one near the front, the one near the back, are so close to the classrooms that it's going to be really difficult to teach. Compounding that is one of the classrooms, at least, and Mr. Lippy can probably verify this, is a special ed classroom.
Okay.
And those kids, their attention is so fragile that it can be shattered by almost anything.
Okay.
Now, if that park is going to be in operation during the school day, it's going to make noise.
Right.
The original park, which was like the one that was supposed like 9,000 square feet, and it was cut down to 6,000 square feet, and that's good, but all the features are still there. So the noise-making features are still there.
All right.
It's gonna the students at New Brighton Middle School are going to pay a big price if this thing goes in.
Thanks, Terry, for calling. Really appreciate it. That was Terry. He's against the park. Can you guys comment on that, please?
Yeah, I actually would like to. I actually would like to comment on that.
Let's not drop the very expensive KSCO equipment, please. You know, the guys are littering over here.
You know, I can respect what Terry is concerned about. You know, one of the suggestions that we have would be to put a fence down the property line separating the park and the school. You know, and it would alleviate the PE teacher distraction. You know, they would be doing obviously PE on school property. They wouldn't have to worry about any distractions at the park, and it would also cut down any sort of visual disturbance that they may be concerned about.
All right, Mr. Lippy, do you want to comment on the noise with the?
Well, right now,
because you live right there. You live right there, right?
Yes, right.
You live. Do you live in between the school and the proposed skate park?
Well, we don't know where the skate park's going to be at this point, so that's a hard question to answer.
It's going to be at the park.
But I have a residence that's adjacent.
Hang on a minute. You just got fined $5 for speaking out of turn. Sorry, Mr. Lippy,
Okay.
go ahead.
I just want to say about the fence idea. City planners like it when there's joint use of facilities, and right now the public has joint use of New Brighton Middle School after hours. So we really don't want to. I don't think putting up a fence is going to be a good idea because we're limiting the joint use.
Right.
But I would just like to say it's really a privilege to be here with Mr. Novak and Tricia and Marie and you. Of course.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. Well, Lisa and I we're good neighbors.
All right.
We actually went to college together. So
you guys married?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I just know. Oh, okay. I get the picture.
But I would like to see a win-win situation. I would like to be part of the solution.
Okay, what is the solution, Mr. Lippy? What is the solution?
Well,
Tell me the solution, please.
The solution is collaboration. The solution is to get together with all of the interested neighbors, the ones who will be highly impacted, the users of Monterey Park who will be highly impacted, the school district and the schools. Anybody that feels highly impacted should be a part of the solution.
There was a meeting about, 4 weeks ago at the city that you guys have a 5-0 decision. What meeting was that for?
That was the Planning Commission.
Planning Commission, they approved it 5-0, unanimously. Mr. Lippy, were you there that night?
I was at the Planning Commission.
How did you, when the vote went down, how did you feel about that at the end? Did you still fighting you?
Well, I was surprised and amazed.
Okay.
Having been in the construction industry for 54 years, and I've done my own development, and I've gone through planning commissions, I was surprised and amazed that they actually passed through what could best be described as a concept, a conceptual plan. The proponents here, Ms. Proctor and Ms. Martorella, came in with drawings and specifications for a skate park, but the Planning Commission said that they suggested moving it 60 to 140 feet, and there was so at that point there was no design and no location.
That is the design, Richard. Don't bring my bell. Don't ding
me. You can chime in. You won't even find one.
The design remains the design. The Planning Commission suggested using alternative 1 of the EIR, which did mention possible directional movement of that part. There is nothing. There is no hidden agenda. The plan, those plans, those drawings, the specifications, the 3D, what the EIR is based on, is the park. The location might move 60 feet one way, 80 feet another, depending on direction that planning gave to council. There's nothing hidden in that.
Okay, we're going to come back and continue this debate on the Capitola Skate Park debate show right here on the Off the Lip radio show. Mr. Rich Novak's going to come back and say a few words because I'm afraid he's falling asleep over there on the side. You awake, Rich?
No, I'm
napping. Wake up, Richard. Okay, Steele, through the Off the Radio Show's portion show is brought to you by the Jerk House. Anyone been to the Jerk House yet? It's a proud sponsor of the show. Authentic Jamaican food from Grandma's kitchen. Everything Chef Robert prepares is organic and homemade. Specialty dishes that Robert grew up cooking include jerk chicken, jerk shrimp, curry goat, oxtail, and curry vegetable bowls, all of which are on the menu today. Check them out at jerkhousesantacruz.com, or better still, head down to the Jerk House at 2525 SoCo Drive in Santa Cruz. I did. The food is good. You guys been there yet? The Jerk House is very, very good. We'll be right back with a face short break. Don't go away. I'm going to give away free coffee when I return. Don't go away.
This is Brother Timmy.
And Cleo from Cleo's Corner at Puna Hawaiian Grill.
Featuring wraps, teriyaki bowls, plate lunches, amazing and creative salads, vegetarian and gluten-free options, and over 20 different types of poke, all made to order, fast, fresh, and healthy. And what's your favorite, Cleo?
The chicken fingers.
Located at 120 Union Street in downtown Santa Cruz. Call us for takeout at 831-426-PONO, or check us out on the web at punahawaiiangrill.com. We put the ono in Pono.
Hi, this is Steve Pereira, the beach guy at Bailey Properties in Santa Cruz, California. My wife Diane and I are experienced realtors who know and live at the beach, and we've been bringing the coast home to you since 1982. We'd love to help you sell or buy your slice of paradise here on the Santa Cruz coast. Please give the beach guy a call at 831-818-7064 or give Mrs. Beach Guy a call at 831-818-5939. Also, please drop into our website at lifesabeach.com and check out our available coastal properties. Remember, no one knows the turf. Near the surf, better. Cowabunga.
Attention surfers and paddleboarders. Don't let cold water or cold air take you out of the water for 5 to 6 weeks. Protect your ear canals with custom-made earplugs. The Listening Stack in Capitola is now offering custom earplugs molded to fit your ears perfectly, comfortably protecting your ear canals from the harsh elements of the Pacific Ocean. Stop messing with universal earplugs that don't work and try something that does. Mention Off the Lip Radio and receive an extra $20 off any custom-molded earplugs in our store. The Listening Stack is located at the corner of Capitola Avenue at 41st. Listening Stack. Protect, enhance, enjoy. 831-498-9890.
With the Off the Lip Radio Show. Tonight's show is the Capitola Debate Show. We have the proponents and the opponents of the Capitola Skate Park, which is, or is it not, soon to be built on McGregor in Capitola. In studio. McGregor, I say McGregor. On Monterey Avenue. I apologize. Okay. Damn. Okay.
Fine.
Can you lend me $5?
Yeah, a little bit of interest.
I knew you'd say that. In studio, Mr. Rich Novak, Tricia Monterella-Proctor, and Marie Monterella, who are the proponents of the proposed skate park, and the opponents of the skate park, Mr. Richard Lippy and Lisa Steingrove. Before we go to you, Lisa, because I know you want to say a few words. Caller number 4 gets free coffee from People's Coffee. What are you complaining about? Caller number 4 gets free coffee from People's Coffee. Curtis and his staff are going to take care of you when you go and get free coffee. 17th and Bromer. Best coffee shop in town. They got great coffee there. That thing. What do you mean? Yeah, it does. On the phone, Jenny from Capitola. Check Jenny real quick, Lisa.
Absolutely.
Hello, Jenny. How are you?
Hi, this is Penny.
Penny.
Yeah, Penny.
Hi, Penny. Like Penny Lane.
No, Penny is Penelope.
Oh, Penelope.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm calling in just to say that I want to thank Richard and Marie and Tricia for doing an excellent job on this project. It has been so upfront from the very beginning, and the people, the opponents, should be very appreciative and thank these 3 people right there now for what they want to do for the city of Capitola. I live behind the Anna Jean Cummings Park, and there's no better sound than to hear soccer games, football games, people playing baseball, people having picnics, different languages speaking. You can't ask for anything more than to have this opportunity for our kids at Capitola.
Thanks, Jenny, for calling.
I just want to say thank you to Richard. Thank you.
We want to thank you for calling, Jenny. Thank you very much. Lisa, you have a few words to say. This is Lisa Steingrove, who opposes the Capitola Skate Park.
Well, I would say that, Jenny, I love to hear the sound of kids playing. What I don't like to hear the sound of is wheels grinding and scraping. And that noise will be from 8 a.m. to sunset every day. We'll have no respite from noise. And we do have soccer games, baseball fields, kids getting picked up and dropped off at school, district office meetings. And I moved there knowing there was a school. So I didn't move near an airport and complain about airport noise. And I want to know that I've done a lot of research, and most skate park designers agree that when choosing a great skate park site, make sure the closest home is 500 feet away One of my other points is that even though Richard is generously building the venture, the cost of maintenance, police, and emergency personnel will go on to perpetuity. And Capitola perhaps could spend their money better than doing this for 2 skate parks.
Okay. All right, thank you for that. Mr. Novak? Would you care to speak, sir?
Not too much to say there, but, you know, I'm a taxpayer in the city of Capitola, and I would prefer that my funds go to cleaning the skate park. And I think you guys are sitting here talking about being involved. You should be involved in completing the skate park and helping the citizens out and helping the kids out. If you were at that meeting, you heard Gail Ortez state that 15% of the population of Capitola is under 14. That's a huge population of young kids. And your neighborhood alone has got probably more than 14% kids under 14 in that neighborhood.
But they may not all be skateboarders.
There's all kinds of sports. There's soccer, there's baseball, there's skateboarding, there's surfing, there's bodyboarding, there's all these sports, and each kid is going to pick the sport that they deem is necessary for them. Skateboarding is an individual sport. A lot of kids pick skateboarding or surfing in lieu of baseball or soccer because they don't like team sports. They don't want to be directed by an adult. To function this way, so they want some sort of freedom. But if you want to help this along, this has been going through public meetings and everybody's asked you guys to get involved with this. I've purposely stayed out of the picture, out of the limelight, and I've let Trish and Marie roll with this thing. But if you want to do something, you should get involved now, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be built, and you can have the input you need instead of being a roadblock to it. Now, Mr. Lippy lives, 53 feet away from the skate park?
Proposed skate park.
Okay, 93 feet. Let's check
53. Well, 53 feet when it was on the map.
And that's a permanent residence.
Yes.
It is. Does it have wheels under it?
No.
Did it have wheels?
Well, it's a manufactured home.
Okay. So is that on school property?
It is on school property, right. And I pay taxes.
You pay
property taxes.
But schools don't pay property tax. How can you pay property tax when schools don't
I
pay
do. I do because I occupy that land. It's based on the land that I occupy.
Then you pay the school district a percentage or a certain amount of money for rent?
Well, you'll have to go to them for the particulars on that.
I can go to them. It's public record.
It's public record.
And then you, in lieu of paying
But because of my
rent,
position, I really can't go into details because of the security issues. Okay, so I just can't.
What security? Is the Russians going to attack?
Well, hopefully not.
Okay, I mean, this is a public school. I mean, we're talking about a neighborhood. What's the security problem?
I'm not sure what that has to do with the proposed skate park.
Well, you're saying that you're 53 feet away from the skate park or 93 feet away from the skate park, and that you live in a manufactured house that's on school property, and you pay a low rent probably in lieu of duties that you do, right?
That's for you to take up with the.
I'm asking you a question. You're asking me a question.
I can't go in.
Mr. Lippy, you have run down my family. You have told people where I live, who I am. We have not attacked you personally or any of you people personally. We stood back on this thing and let it go. I'm asking you a simple question. You have a piece of property you're living in that's on public land or school district land. You're getting a subsidy from the school district to live on that property because you do guard work. Is that right?
You can check with the SoCal Union District office.
From your answer, then I assume that's right because you're evading the question.
But I would like to say I don't know where you live.
You do know where I live because you told everybody that we live down in Capitola by the river. One of your people has confronted Marie in a supermarket and yelled at her, a verbal abuse.
Well, I don't remember that.
Well, see, you should get your memory together and get control of your people.
Okay.
But anyway, let's back to the situation here.
But the
you
public
live
records
93 feet away from a skate park or the proposed skate park, right? You live in a subsidized housing situation. You're a guard and a caretaker.
Mr. Novak.
No, let's keep going here. Let's get this answer out. Give me an answer to this question.
The last location of the proposed skate park, at the last location, my fence line was 53 feet away. I don't know where the skate park is going to be at this point.
53 feet. Let's get back to what I'm trying to get to here. So you want him to stop this? Because I'm going to keep going.
Well,
it's good radio. No, it's good radio.
Yeah, I'm trying to get an answer out of you. Okay. So you're getting paid sweat equity from the school district to live in this house. Is that right?
The records are available at the SoCal Union.
You can't answer that?
Elementary school district.
You ask me and my family personal questions, and you can't answer that question? You're evading the question?
I'm not at liberty to
Sure you are. It's not a secret thing. I mean, I can get this in public record.
Details.
Okay.
My contract.
Let me say what I know, and then you.
I have a contract.
Okay, you have a contract. So, in lieu of paying rent, you have sweat equity. Is that proper? Is that right?
I'm sorry, I don't know what this has got to do with the proposed skate park at
I think
Monterey Park.
in my world, in my little world that I deal in, which is the real world of business and out there, your house should be taken off the list because it's part of the school district. The school district has, they don't even have to go to the county or the state to build on. And what I'm getting to is
you're saying that my living situation should be ignored? Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think it should be ignored. I think that you should be flat out and tell me what you ask me why I'm doing a skateboard park. You ask me where my money comes from. You ask me all these questions. I'm pretty upfront with it.
I don't recall ever asking you where the money.
Well, your people have asked that. Your people have brought this up.
The groups that you represent. The groups that you guys represent.
You seem to be the spokesman for these people.
I'm not the spokesman for the people. I can try to share the consensus of my supporters, but I'm here.
How many supporters do you have?
I'm here speaking as an individual.
Okay, but how many supporters are in your group?
A lot.
How many is a lot?
I'm not going to give out specific numbers.
You have 178 people that viewed your site in the last 2 years. Is that all 178 people part of your group?
Well, the site's been up since November of 2015.
So you've had 178 people view that site.
And I'm not sure where you got the 178.
It's at the bottom of your site.
Well, the home page is over 600. I know that.
The last one I looked at. Plus,
the website.
You made reference.
The website is
a
reference.
You made reference to why communities shouldn't build skateboards, why skateboard developers don't want. You have a reference clause in there that you refer to. That's part of your site. When you go to that reference, it's part of your deal.
What the developers don't want you to know.
Yeah, what the developers don't want you to know. That's part of your site. That's you.
That's one of the links.
Yeah, you're linking
things the skate park developers don't want you to know.
That's part of your site. It's you. That's kind of misleading, isn't it?
I don't know how else to describe it. How else would I describe it?
Well, you would say it's part of my site. It's part of me. I mean,
it's that's a link on the pop site.
I also have link is you.
I also have a link that's
but it goes right back to the home.
Neighbors are complaining. I do the website. It's a reference website. It's there to memorialize this project so that anybody 6 months from now, 6 years from now, or 12 years from now, if anything develops, they've got something to go back to and figure out how did we get to this point.
Yeah, but it's not truthful, and that's the thing. Your assumptions are not truthful.
Please submit any corrections, and I will make any appropriate corrections.
Okay, I'm going to go to Jeff here from Capitola. Is this Jeff or Teff? Jeff?
Hi, this is Teff.
Hi, Teff. How you doing?
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
I have a question. Thank you.
Sure.
I have a question. The suggestion was made that the people who are not in favor of having the skate park in Monterey Park should get behind the park and make it a success. My question is, why don't the people who are proposing the skate park in Monterey Park put their money and their support behind finishing the park at McGregor, which looks to be, I mean, my grandson's been waiting for that skate park for months.
The property's for sale, so I'm not sure who wants to put money in something that's for sale. Am I right, Rich, on that?
Yeah, the property has been up for sale for many years. And
yeah, they tried to get somebody to buy it for $1 and they couldn't, so I don't think that it's really likely.
The thing is that's a city project. That's not
part
of our
project.
And it's already exceeding probably more than we're putting into it.
And
it's not a good park.
It's not a good location.
It's a dangerous park.
Okay.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
How old are they?
Well, I prefer not to say, but since I said I had grandsons, you can deduce what you like.
Okay, so why don't you send your grandsons down Frontage Road and have them go to McGregor Park?
I don't think you want to do that.
Well, sure they will. I'm sure they will when they're visiting.
But that's, you know what I mean? That's very, very
dangerous.
Yeah.
I have one more comment.
Sure, make it quick.
I appreciate the offer of donating the money to build the park, but it's not a free park. There's free like beer and there's free like puppies, and this is free like puppies.
Thanks, Teff. We appreciate it. On the phone right now we have Carrie from... Carrie, you there? Hey,
Hi,
Carrie.
yeah, I was curious. I know Mr. Novak, his property has a number of signs around it, asking people not to let their dogs poop. And,
Okay.
Clearly he has a respect for his space around his home, and I wish he would offer that to those of us who live around the park.
All right, Carrie, thank you very much for calling.
Hey,
We
Carrie.
appreciate that.
Can I say one
Hang on.
thing?
She can take up the. What were you going to say?
Oh, well, I said I sat there for 4 hours one day and watched 22 dogs defecate or urinate on that lawn.
Okay.
So,
Maybe she'll pick it up.
All right, that's you're fined $5 for that.
Can I say one thing about Richard's comment about
Sure.
temporary?
Yeah.
Is I was on the original library committee when the library was built, and that was a temporary library 16 years ago with a portable that had a shelf life that should have been gone. And now we're working, and I'm working to get a permanent library in that location. So just because something's temporary for now doesn't mean it won't last into perpetuity.
So I'll get you up to date on the library. About 25 years ago, when Susan Westman was city manager, I had proposed buying the Rispin Mansion and turning it into a library. And it was blocked by certain parties of the city council that had monetary interests in it. So that's probably the best place for the library.
Because of the butterfly sanctuary?
It doesn't matter. There's a building already there. You just convert it.
Okay, well, that's not what we were told in the library committee, but that's a different issue. I'm just trying to point out the temporary.
Okay, I got Carla on the phone. Carla, make you snappy. Thank you for calling.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm opposed. I live 96 feet from where the proposed skate park will.
Okay. So you're opposed. Carla's opposed. Thanks for calling, Carla. She doesn't want it happening. You got Maria. Do you want to say something before we?
Yes, I do. I love that we continue to bring up the reference a couple callers and hear about McGregor. How many surf spots do we have in Santa Cruz?
There's a few.
More than two, right? So I don't understand why we can, and some are better than others, safety-wise, getting there. Some are better for younger kids, older kids, grown-ups. I'm trying to understand why there's, such a concern over two skate parks.
Okay. All right. That's your concern. Mr. Lippy, you want to answer that?
Well, I think for most of the neighbors, if we can go back to the original concept, which was a skate facility akin to the Frederick Street skate facility in Santa Cruz, then we'd have something to talk about, and that would be complementary to McGregor.
If the skate park there, if that property is sold, that skate park's going to be taken down, and you guys end up with the same thing as you have now. They're going to build a skate park somewhere in Capitola. So it's just moving the argument down the road.
But McGregor, when McGregor is in operation, it's in operation until it's taken down. And we'll have at least 2 years advance notice that McGregor would be taken down. It might be 25 years from now or 75 years from now, but when we get that 2-year notice that it's going to be taken down, that's the time to consider an alternate skate park inside Capitola someplace, not necessarily Monterey Park.
Okay. Mr. Lippy, how long you live in Capitola for?
11 years, 6 years in this location.
How long have I lived in Capitola? 33 years.
Did you want to say something before we go?
Well, I just want to say that.
Snappy.
Okay, snappy. I'd like to quote the City Council's general plan.
No time for that right now. We don't have time for the quote. You just don't. I want to. Richard, say anything real quick?
Yeah, I want to thank Lisa and Richard for attending this and getting this thing out in the open. And
we want to thank you.
I want to thank. Okay.
I want to request that these people get involved with the park right now and get it to the completion point.
End of the show, right there.
We will discuss that.
I want to thank everybody for coming on the show tonight. It's been a lot of fun, great debate. Sherry in the background, thanks Sherry, good to see you. Mr. Lippy, thank you very much. Lisa, thanks for coming on the show. Everybody came on the show tonight, great debate. It is on offtheradio.com. It's on YouTube right now after the show. We'll be back next week with Jason Jesse as my guest. Yes, we're still ongoing, it's going crazy in here. I love this show. Be right back next week with another Off the Radio show with Jason Jesse as my guest. We'll see you. We have how long have we got there? Chris, we got some time. Hell's breaking loose in here, Chris. You've been listening to the Off the Radio show. We'll see you next week. Another show. Can't wait. Jason Jesse. Follow after that. We got the coffees. Got some great drinks lined up. Oh my Lord! Yes, it's all happening here. See you next week. Good night.
From Capitola to Carmel, Red Hot News Talk, AM 1080 KSCO Santa Cruz.
CBS News, I'm Jim Taylor. He wins all 5 state primaries held today. Donald Trump.
It's now mathematically impossible for anyone other than